Live. Ooh, and the camera went back to standard. Gotta pop that sucker back into widescreen.
I mean, that's just rude.
Mm-hmm. And
yeah, look at that.
Yeah. Woo. Much better.
Sometimes it takes just a little restart.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes it always takes... It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
What was I doing today? I did do a little Photoshop-age.
Mm-hmm.
Hello for the first time this evening. Hello, Lucky Bat. Right. I didn't prepare very well for this stream, so I still need to prep the gunner. Although I did start working on this lovely base for him. Dr. Drokel, today I'm painting still says Fallout. Does it?
It does. I'm painting the Fallout Wasteland, your banner thing, or whatever the hell it is.
Oh yeah, I didn't change that. All right. Well, you know what I could do? Watch this. This is gonna be wild, you guys. Boom. Fixed it.
Wow, look at that.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
All right, the base is pretty rough right now, but can you guys tell what it is yet?
I bet it's not a street.
It is a street. Well, it's like a road, a
Yeah.
curb, and then there's going to be just a little bit of grass.
Yeah.
This is made out of plastic card, and I think one of my new favorite tools is it sitting on my desk. No, I got some Tamiya putty, and I love it. It's amazing stuff. The only problem is it smells like I'm gonna die really soon. Like I've been really looking into some like really good dangerous vapors PPE, and it doesn't seem like there's a lot of amazing options out there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff that says it's good for vapors. My respirator says it's good for vapors, but it's not. Like you can still kind of smell it,
Mm-hmm.
and I assume you shouldn't be able to still smell it.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for something really good, and obviously I could get like a firefighter helmet, but I don't want to do that.
Yeah, full on hazmat suit.
Yeah, I could do that, but I don't want to. Reset the clock, like in the movie. I come in here and the first thing I see is those damn glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like cork and plastic. It is cork and plastic.
Wow.
Just breathe in deep and ride the high, dude. Well, I like the high, but it also feels like I'm gonna die. And it makes me want to stop working.
Mm.
So it's a little bit of a problem. Because I've been doing a lot of oils and a lot of enamels and a lot of Tamiya super poison products.
Mm-hmm. That's the new range, right, that they have?
Yeah, and they're so good, too. It's like, I could use the water-based stuff, but it isn't even half as good.
Mm-hmm.
Tamiya makes so many good products. Unfortunately, they also know that and charge appropriately. I don't find it's too bad. That extra thin paint I just flashed up was like $4. I don't know if I got it on a deal or something, but
Sounds like they're gouging you.
yeah. Ooh, you know what else I did today? I got to use my Badger Patriot 105 today, and it's a lovely airbrush. Although one thing I noticed is it is cheaper than... I didn't realize how much better the Harder and Steinbeck Evolution, or the Harder and Steinbeck Infinity is compared to other airbrushes, but it's the build quality is just so much better. But there's nothing wrong with this, and I love the giant ass paint reservoir. I also didn't realize, I think this has a 0.3 millimeter nozzle, and my Harder and Steinbeck has a 0.4 millimeter, and this puts out paint. Like, this is comparable to like a rattle can. I didn't realize, because I thought my Infinity, my Evolution was spraying a lot of paint with the thick nozzle. This really puts out paint. So, and I'll probably be using this a little later to prime this guy.
So you've been liking the airbrush?
I have. It's so nice having two. I used both of them today. I used this for spraying anything nasty, like the oils, and then I used my Harder and Steinbeck for any highlighting, and it worked really well. Here, I can show you a little bitty bit of what I did today.
Ooh.
I prepped a bunch of these pieces of terrain for an upcoming video.
I'm waiting to see them.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's going to be about 25 minutes.
There it is. Yeah. Those look very, very neat.
And I finished a whole bunch, eight of these in about 2 hours.
Wow.
Almost all airbrushed.
Wow.
Let me show one more. Yeah, the only thing is I have to really strap on the PPE, like full goggles, gloves, respirator. But I think it's worth it for the results.
Yeah, it looks great.
All right, now back to the actual thing I'm supposed to be doing.
So you're gonna pin him on the base?
Yeah. I don't have a drill bit that I absolutely love for doing this. I think this one's a hair too big or small. I don't remember. I guess I'll find out. It's not the right size for these. It's not the exact right size for the paper clips.
You got a little Bill Clinton ear with that one.
I'm thinking of getting some Anvil Industries stuff. Is it any good? Well, this is Anvil Industries. I placed a big order from Anvil Industries, and everything I got was perfection in terms of casts. No bubbles, that maybe the tiniest bit of flashing, but yeah, absolutely amazing resin stuff. Like way better than Games Workshop's Failcast, a billion times better than Forge World. I've also bought from Spellcrow, and it was better than Spellcrow. Although I think Spellcrow knows they're not the best, so they give you like almost double your order in freebies.
Yeah, they give you so much stuff.
So yeah, I cannot recommend Anvil enough. They are very, very good. Good evening, all, and oh, the minigun operator, Joy Flores. Yes, we're doing the minigun operator because it's probably going to be a quick paint job, because hopefully we've got something coming.
Yeah.
Forge World, more like Fail World.
Hey, ZNewbieQ.
ZNewbieQ! Good to see you. No, it's too... Is it too small? Oh, there it goes.
I hear that a lot.
think I can get away with a 1 foot job here. Oh, there goes my dog. Mitraillette. So I painted my first miniature, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't good, but it wasn't bad. Well, that's very good. Your first mini is never going to be amazing, but it'll always be your first mini.
Mm-hmm.
If you can, I would suggest keeping it and like not repainting it or touching it up.
Mm-hmm.
Because that could be a really fun thing to look back on. I wish I had my first mini.
I wish I had mine. I kind of do, but I know that I did a little touch-up later on, which is not fun.
Yeah, I know I repainted my first mini and then lost it anyway. It was some death marks, some Necron death marks. I painted them in classic colors, and then I think I painted them in red. And then I remember I actually put the green Necron rods in to their Gauss rifle.
Mm-hmm.
No, they don't use Gauss rifles. I think they use synaptic disintegrators. And then I lost them. Maybe if I'm really good and I finish my Necron army, I'll get another squad of death marks.
You'll have to ask Santa for it.
Mm-hmm. Have you seen the latest thumbnail for Black Magicraft's video about building a Warhammer Plague city? It looks maddening, and he goes he's got all the stuff for free from Rampart. How neat. You know whose thumbnail I did see that looks amazing? The king of thumbnails, probably Midwinter, with his plague things, but he put a giant eyeball in the middle of their bellies.
Ooh.
Like I want to watch that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Midwinter, he's so good.
Middle of winter.
Holy cow, the needle nozzle dropped from my Iwata Eclipse and I lost it on the floor. Had to order a new one and I'm pissed. Yeah, that is rough. That's why I'm really glad I'm going to be doing most of my work with this Badger Patriot, because replacement nozzles are $4 from a Spray Gunner. Mm-hmm. And I can splash out $4 here and there. Much more than I can splash out the $22 for the Harder and Steinbeck nozzles.
Mm-hmm.
And they don't last that long if you really abuse them, like I do. So I'd rather really abuse the $4 one.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to start treating my tools well.
No.
I'm just going to use cheaper ones.
Yeah. Just imagine at night you just tie them all up.
Mm-hmm.
You whip them.
Jay, a quick tip: if you put the drill bit way deeper into the chuck collet, there is a way smaller chance of breaking the bits. Yes, that's true, Dr. Drokel, but usually I don't have these break. Because these aren't, I don't think these are hardened. Like the PCB bits.
Mm.
So these I can be a little rough with, and they're fine. Again, I don't treat my tools well. Building an Astra Militarum army, so I can't do that. You can't put giant eyeballs in the bellies? Or did I miss something?
You could.
You could.
You
totally could. That sounds pretty epic.
Gigor Void. I have eyeballs in my belly, but the government gave me a lot of money to not talk about that.
Ah. Yeah, I had something similar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine's my ass.
Yeah. It's a condition called dick butt. It's when your dick has a butt that has a dick in it.
Exactly. It's rare, but it happens.
Not as rare as you'd think, actually. Just rarely talked about. El Rondorio. I finally found the Dwarf head, and that fell from my Wargames Atlantic Energine Einhejar box last night into the carpet.
Nailed it.
Yeah. Well, how do you say it?
I don't know.
Einherjar.
It's just more fun to make fun of you than to get it right.
Hello, Eons and Nick. What happened to the stream? It says it was removed by you. Yeah, we were having video issues, so we decided to restart.
Testicle difficulties.
Yeah.
Craig Turpin's also here. I think I missed a little Craig Turp action.
The same order, I bought an Infinity CR Plus 0.15 millimeter needle nozzle, needle cap, etc. for €45. Wow, that's really bad. That's worse. I just bought a new needle nozzle set for my Harder and Steinbeck, which is like a stupidly expensive German airbrush, and it didn't cost that much. Does the Mini come with a Jesse the Body Ventura alternate head to go along with the gun? Sadly, no. I don't think you can get this gun for. Well, you know what? I actually don't know if that's true. This particular guy is sold as a set. He also comes with arms that are not holding the minigun. I think they're holding like a bomb disposal briefcase, but I don't know if this minigun fits on other models in their range. It's a little tricky.
What does E.O.D stand for?
Isn't it explosives? Explosive ordnance detection or explosive ordnance deterrent?
I thought it was Eons of Dicks.
I watched Jarheads once. I don't remember though. I'm sure Chad will let us know in a minute.
Yes. Explosive ordnance disposal.
That makes sense. Dave Dog, I'm in rip-off Spain, that's why. Also, the minigun is too mini, and AO is the plasma gun. This gun is too mini? I mean, if you look at it, it's most of him. Oh, Dr. Drokel, E.O.D is examples of dickery.
Ah, yes.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Obviously. Examples of dickery. That's something that we know a lot about.
Yeah. Anyone got any tips on stopping your goggles glasses from steaming up when you are airbrushing or cleaning with isopropyl alcohol and you are wearing a mask? Yeah, your face is definitely going to heat up. It's just a combination that does that. I usually just take a little break if I can't see. And I'll walk into the other room, wipe down my equipment, and then come back strong.
What do people do when they're wearing masks with their glasses? Because it fogs up.
Yeah. I've heard of like divers will rub soap on their goggles.
Maybe
Although
that.
I don't know, is that for fog or for water? For like so water doesn't beat up? Sorry, Jay. I was talking about the minigun in the Space Dwarf box, not the one you're painting, of course. Well, there's more than enough miniguns to go around.
Cougar Void, there was a kid in my old neighborhood who made pipe bombs. That was fun having all the specialist police teams block the cul-de-sac.
Yeah. It's fun that you changed that story to be about someone else and not you.
Yeah. Well, you probably don't want to admit that to strangers.
It's okay. We've all accidentally done something that brought the bomb squad in. And the insane thing is I've actually done that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I left a box of tissues in a bathroom one time, and I had to go to the police station, and they filmed me while I talked about what happened in a little room with an officer who was not very happy.
Oh my god. That was quite the day. Jay, how could you?
So I don't quite understand how this works. So for a class, we had to make like something that represented like a story we read. So I took a box of tissues and I wrapped it in brown paper. So it did look a bit suspicious. However, does the checklist for bomb squad disposal people is really anything that looks specific or anything that looks suspicious, you go full force?
Yeah. Also, arts college, people leave weird shit out all the time.
I remember there was black duffel bags outside the library for like a week.
Yeah. Nobody cared about that.
Nope.
Yeah. It was odd.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't like it's hard to believe like all they would have had to do is just throw something at the box. Or touch it. Or go up to it.
Lucky that. And your name was written on it.
And my name was written on it.
That's how they knew it was your bomb.
Yeah, my name was written on it, and I'm sure like my B+ grade was written on it too. Doom, I tune in and Jay's talking about making bombs. Yes, yeah. Step 1, you take a box of tissues. Step 2, bomb. Dave Dog, a box of tissues wrapped in brown paper constitutes a suspicious package. Well, that's the thing. Couldn't almost anything be a suspicious package? I feel like, let's say I was a terrorist. I feel like I could come up with some really smart bombs. Like, why would you make it look like a bomb?
Yeah. And now the government's going to be after us, so...
Yes. Is the U.S. paranoid? Oh my god, it's so paranoid. Every single citizen is probably a terrorist and probably has a firearm. So, yeah, shoot first, call the bomb squad. That was probably a little much primer, but here goes nothing. I'm getting really good atomization from this airbrush. So yes, a box of tissues checks every single tick box for a explosive device. Don't Americans buy?
ZDBQ asked, was Nick also there? Well, Jay and I live together, so I heard all about it.
Yep. Oh, that was a rough day.
Yeah. Yep.
Makes for an interesting story, though.
Yep.
Don't Americans buy their groceries in brown paper bags? Don't you mean don't Americans buy their groceries in brown paper bombs? Ooh, wait, somebody said Necron Monolith. I want to read that. Gotta scroll up a little. I wonder if the new Necron Monolith would get flagged as a potential bomb. It would be. It's enormous. No, American groceries are usually in plastic bags that tear. Yes. Some places you get a choice.
That's true. They or they make you pay money for bags. So you have to bring your own. Or they highly encourage you to bring your own unless you want to spend a lot of money on bags.
I like Europe. We only get terrorists driving cars into people and wielding machetes. That's the only problem. Yeah, and we get machetes and car killings too. So you come to America for the variety.
Yeah. The variety of mass murder.
Yeah.
And I think we do it better because, America.
I still laugh watching 12 Monkeys, and the guy just casually carries vials of undisclosed substances on the plane like it's no big deal. I love 12 Monkeys. One of my favorite Brad Pitt movies. Alright. I love my new airbrush. Wait, 16. Did you see my terrain? I did for a split second. Here, let me look at it again. Ooh, it does look kind of neat, but is it just right onto cardboard? Are you gonna cut it so that the cardboard parts are gone? Void 16, it does look nice and flat, though. Usually when I do stuff like this, I get a lot of curling from the glue and the paint.
And I like the close-up shot of it at the end there.
Brad Pitt was criminally good in 12 Monkeys, as was Bruce Willis. VolTGDM. What primers can be used for model kits and minis? Well, I am really enjoying Stynal Res water-based acrylic polyurethane easy application surface primer. I think Stynal Res is a Badger product. This I really like. I've used Vallejo black primer in the past, and it went on okay, but the paint would go bad in the bottle. So far I've had no problems with Stynal Res. All right, it's Zenithal time.
We should have music for that.
Yeah. And I'm using Liquitex Titanium White, which I've really enjoyed. Before I was using Higgins white ink, and the pigment was a little bit too thick, and I wasn't getting good atomization.
It's the word of the day.
Yeah.
The word of today is atomization. Sponsored by Lowe's. Your home improvement store. Probably. Maybe. Lowe's. We're marginally better than Home Depot. Yep. But you remember our Home Depot excursion.
Oh my goodness, Home Depot. They're not even trying.
At least that apparently that specific one though.
Yeah.
According to my my family, that one is very bad.
Lowe's took 8 months to install my new Windows.
Well, who needs Windows?
Yeah. Yeah, you know what the outside looks like. Just imagine it.
Paint it.
I love Zenithal. Oh, Kilgore Lowe's. Go fuck yourself. Wouldn't it be great if that's how Lowe's commercials ended?
I think they should.
Is Lowe's the one where they say, you can do it, we can help?
I think so. They're not gonna help you. Hi, I'm gonna build a house from scratch. I've never built anything before. unless we get sponsored by Lowe's, then
Yeah.
you can do anything. We're trying to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
So contact your local Lowe's and tell them about Eons of Battle. They'll care. You can do it. Here's all the most expensive tools.
Mm-hmm.
You can do it. We might be able to tell you what aisle it's in. They never know. Nobody ever knows.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I feel like this airbrush is gonna open up whole new worlds, especially when I fix my old airbrush properly.
The wonderful world of airbrushing.
Mm-hmm. The wonderful thing about airbrushes is airbrushes are wonderful things.
Mm-hmm. Airbrush me like one of your French girls.
Yeah. Boop. Alright, I think I want to paint him military green, but I think I need a little bit of reference.
Jay Flores asks, what brush is it?
I am using the Badger Patriot 105, a classic, but my usual go-to airbrush is a Harder & Steinbeck Infinity. I can't wait. I'm gonna get both of them running. I'm gonna paint with both of them a bunch, and then I'm gonna make a video about how I fixed my airbrush setup. Unless it turns out it just doesn't work. I can't imagine why that'd be the case, but
Every moment can be a video moment
yeah.
if you just believe.
Paint him like RoboCop. I mean RoboCop is shiny blue, chromey. I don't know. Badger is made by some good old boys in a shed somewhere in the United States. Yep.
Illinois. I think we could drive there. I bought an Badger airbrush like a few months ago, and it came with a card, and it has the area code, like the normal Illinois area code, Northern Illinois area code, and I thought that was hilarious. They're just using a phone number.
Alright, so these bomb suits are fun. I think though I'm gonna really go a little sillier with the colors. Like it's not gonna be a military green. I think it's gonna go from like a military green up to a lime green. Ooh, I kind of do like the look of it being a green suit, but the front plate armor is black. Ooh, I wish I had shoulder pads like some of these suits do. Ooh, or maybe I'll do blue instead of black for the armor. That might look more fun.
Everything in glow-in-the-dark paints.
Oh, I wish. I really want to play around with some of that. I forget the name of the company, but they make like the glowiest glow, the pinkest pink. I want to get some of that. I saw somebody on Facebook painted a Black Templar with the blackest black.
Oh, yeah?
And it's fine. It's very black, but it's also really matte.
It's yeah.
So it's
Does it
kind of
look gray?
charcoaly.
Mm-hmm.
It's as black as it can get, but it's not as black as like a shiny black.
Mm.
Lucky back. Culture hustle. Yeah, that sounds right. The Dukiest Brown. Ah, that's a product idea. The Dukiest Brown. Yeah, what goes into making paint? How hard is it? Can I make paint? I make brown every day.
Bottle that
Dookie.
shit up. Get it?
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah. Um. Yeah, I think we should come up with a paint range,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like all natural.
Well, we'll just
Like
say
it's-
that. It's actually going to be really, really poisonous.
Well, you know, like we have the browns made out of your dog's poo, and you know, stuff like that. I think people would really eat it up. Well, they shouldn't, but
Mm-hmm.
it's like I don't know why, but everyone's just getting sick from using your paint. I don't know. It's all organic though. Goodbye, ZNubiQ.
All right, I got my reference.
Ah, adorable.
Forget gamer girl waterline up for miniature painter poop.
Yeah. Nick would make a great E.O.D operator. Lots of screaming and running away. Yeah, lots of being scared. To make paint, you need pigment, acrylic medium, and water.
I think for my first trick, I'll be using some Vallejo Sick Green.
Ooh. That sounds pretty sick. I love the sound of shaking paint.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this one needs some help. I think one of these days I might become a huge hypocrite and buy a paint shaker.
Ooh.
I didn't know about the makeup ones for $20 though. I thought they were
Mhm.
all the $80 lab ones.
Mm.
Although I've also seen people make their own that you just take a blade for like a reciprocating saw and you drill some holes in it and make a little paint holder. And I think that would be more my style.
Didn't Dr. Drokel do that? Did I remember
Probably.
correctly? Someone on the stream did. See you later, happy heretic. Get the paint shaker like they have at Lowe's. I saw some DIY vids on jigsaw paint shakers. Interesting. We should completely over-engineer one.
Mm-hmm.
That's more our style.
Yeah.
So this paint shaker has a uranium core. My favorite was Miniature Mashup, who just taped a bunch of paint bottles to a cheap room fan.
Ha.
I think you should buy the $80 one.
Yeah, probably. Seems like that's the
Or,
best deal.
Or the people that were saying buy a centrifuge, which separates, which would separate paint.
Yeah, I was really sad when that comment, when that person didn't respond back to my comment, because they were like, "I think it's called a centrifuge," and then I just wrote, "I think it's not."
Good old comments.
Nothing better. Nothing better than comments.
Everyone has an opinion. I did not do a good enough job lining up my lines, and something I'm working on. And I have to go check every single line to make sure it's lining up, because I forgot to turn on that snap.
Ooh, I'm brushing off my zenithal a little. That's not good. Hopefully that stops. I guess my my ink hasn't properly cured. Yeah, I agree.
That's usually what I do to fix it.
I wonder, is the helmet going to be green or is the helmet going to be blue? I think the helmet's going to be blue.
Dr. Drokel. I taped the bottles to that weird lightsaber my roommate keeps in her nightstand drawer and used that. That's also a good idea. I've heard a lot of people have had a lot of success with that.
I think this is going to be a really fun paint job.
And a really cute one.
Yeah, I have a bunch of these models too. Not of this guy, but I bought a bunch of their mercenaries. If the paint is still thick after that, I stab it with a thick wooden toothpick, add Vallejo matte medium, and swirl it around with a thin metal rod. Craig Turpin's heading out.
All right, see ya later, Craig Turpin.
That green is like a pigment perfect match for raw green stuff. Yeah. I love green stuff.
Does green stuff love you?
Probably not. Because I never sculpt with it. I very rarely sculpt. The only thing I really sculpt is purity seals. Because that's really the only thing in my ability. But I do put green stuff on most of my models.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my vintage Space Marines to make them look a little bit less awful.
Yes, vintage.
Do you think this piece that hasn't been painted green yet? Do you think that's armor or that's just more butt flap green bomb material?
Ass armor.
I feel like if that was blue, it would help add more blue to the back of them, though.
I think that'd be kind of cute.
Yeah.
Ass armor.
Looks like armor to me. I mean, that's where I keep armor. Neat. I got a couple of minutes. I can probably throw the blue on there. Let's see, what's it gonna be? It's gonna be heavy blue for the heavy gunner by Vallejo. Thank goodness everyone's agreeing with me because I was just gonna do it anyway. Green stuff is more precise and detailed than Milliput, even Milliput white. I've experimented. I think I have the Milliput white and I don't like it at all. It's too sticky. And it's too fine. I like classic as my go-to Milliput. I drink Milliput light.
Milliput.
I do like green stuff more than Milliput, although Milliput is okay. I use Milliput sometimes for bases.
And why do you choose it over green stuff?
Because green stuff, when it sculpts, it usually sculpts a little bit round. Green stuff is really good for like organic shapes. Milliput is great if it's like, I need this part of the tank to be flat. Or I just need something really hard that I can drill into right here, right now. You said that Tamiya putty was good, or that it smells like death. It is very good, and it smells like death. What's really nice though, because what I was having trouble with using other putties is I would put it on the model and it would just fall off. But the Tamiya putty, you can actually thin it with the Tamiya plastic glue.
What?
And if you thin it with the Tamiya plastic glue, it like glues itself to the model. So there's no danger of it rubbing off.
Only danger in your lungs.
Yeah. Holy cow, it's pretty bad.
It takes the danger from one thing and puts it into another.
This guy's gonna look like a Fortnite character. Yeah, I can't wait for the next someone to create a really cool video game, and then someone just rips off the mechanics and makes $1 billion. Because apparently there's no way to copyright like mechanics of a game.
Mm-hmm.
So really, the only thing you own when you make a game is the code of paint that your game has.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can all go to the App Store right now and download Flappy Squirrel or Flappy Fish.
Mm-hmm. Flappy Girl.
Mm-hmm. Killer Bite. Adios, PUBG. I was mad that apparently somebody ripped off the Friday the 13th game. Like that's kind of scummy. Neat, but you guys know what time it is. It's quitting time.
Quitting time. Yeah, we have a new video out tomorrow, and we'll be streaming tomorrow. And we also have our Patreon stream after our normal stream.
Yeah.
So a lot of fun.
Yeah, if anyone wants a little extra streaming tomorrow, they should join the Patreon.
Yep.
If you want
James,
less streaming, you should also go to the Patreon and subscribe, but just don't show up for the extra long stream.
Exactly. I just got here at the end of the stream. Yeah. But we'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah.
At 9 p.m. Central Time.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Good night.